I was diagnosed with advanced stage 3 prostate cancer in 2019. I had a Gleason score of 9, which is really aggressive cancer, and a PSA, prostate specific antigen, which is a protein which your prostate produces in your bloodstream, of 109, 109, which is really high. With prostate cancer, they give you a 5-year life expectancy. So mine was diagnosed in ending of December 2019, so I'll call it 2020. So I should be dead according to their statistics. It's only a rough estimate, around about 2025. Once you do actually get diagnosed with prostate cancer, the first treatment they'll actually put you on is a hormone treatment. It's called androgen deprivation therapy, ADT, and it's a hormone therapy treatment which stops the male testosterone. Basically, like you'll get an injection and it'll stop your testosterone and it will shrink the prostate cancer. But once you stop your male testosterone, you'll start having like hot flushes. You start sweating regularly on a regular basis. It's not just a little on a regular basis. It's like the female menopause. Your mood will change. You'll start putting a bit of weight on, some fat around your stomach and your thigh areas. You'll start growing man boobs, because once you stop male testosterone, they're chemically castrating you. They won't like to use that terminology. They won't want you to know it, because at the end of the day, they're trying to prolong and save your life. That's what they're doing. So you've got to be aware of it. It changes your personality, because you may look like a man, but you're a eunuch. You're more feminine, basically. I decline to have it. It's not me. I'm not into any of that Frankenstein science. This is my own personal point of view. I just did not want to go down that route, so I didn't have it. You've got to be aware of the side effects of what you're having. ADT, androgen deprivation therapy. It's challenging, because at the end of the day, you're not a man. You're chemically castrated. After that, they'll give you radiotherapy, which is simple. Basically, you just go to a cancer hospital. They radiate your prostate with some radio beams, which kills the prostate cancer or shrinks it. As with any medical procedure, there is side effects. You will get side effects. I didn't get any for around about 2 years. At one point, I even thought whether they'd been doing it, because I didn't have any diarrhea, no pain, no symptoms whatsoever. Didn't go off my food, nothing. It's only after I had the treatment, which I had in 2023, that I noticed that when I was going to the toilet, I was getting blood being discharged from my back passage. And it was on a regular basis, virtually every day. Once I told the oncologist team, they investigated it, and that's the side effect from the radiotherapy, because once you lay down on that bed and you're being irradiated by the radiotherapy, it's not just blasting your prostate, but it's blasting other internal organs. And one of the nearest organs near your prostate is your back passage, your anus. And so the lining has been scarred with like some tears. So blood basically is seeping from it when I go to the toilet. And it's every day, which I live with. I'm not having anything done about it. It's only a small, minor inconvenience, but it's just weird, because you don't expect blood coming from that bit. The next treatment, which they'll actually move you on to at some point, is chemotherapy. That's where they actually do some hardcore drugs to actually, like, basically like it. You go into hospital, sit in a wheelchair. You've got a drip which is put into your arm, a cannula, and they feed various chemicals in your body what destroy the cancer. But it not only destroys the cancer, it destroys good, healthy cells. That's the downside of it. It's really harsh. It's really harmful. It's it's medieval, basically. It's awful. Once again, I've not gone down that option. All these things which I mentioned, you can Google it and actually find out more information about it yourselves. But it's not my cup of tea. Just not my cup of tea. Those things. I had the radiotherapy, but other than that, because my symptoms are so aggressive, stage 3 prostate cancer, a PSA of 109, a Gleason 9. There's no hope for my cancer. There's no hope for me because it was all diagnosed too late by my GP. One of the other options which they'll offer you is prostatectomy, where they'll actually take out your prostate through keyhole surgery. You'll have some small incisions in your stomach, and through the magical scientific development, they'll extract and take out your prostate. They make out that it's all easy and straightforward, but it's not. It's a myth. It's a lie. Let me stress this to you again. It's a lie. Once they do that to you, you'll have complications because they'll have to, like, connect all the pipe work back up, which allows you to, like, go to the toilet to have a pee. Your sexual function, your erection will be non-existent. You'll have incontinence. Basically, you'll be leaking from your penis. Pee will be leaking from your penis for several months, maybe a year, maybe throughout your lifetime. You have to wear nappies, or as the Americans call it, diapers, adult diapers, for a while, because you'll be just dripping urine from your penis, because once they take out that your prostate, it's radical surgery. You'll just have the problems controlling your peeing habits, and what they'll do is give you some nappies, diapers, whatever you're going to call them, and give you some exercises to do to strengthen your pelvic floor, so you'll be able to regain control of your function to hold your pee and pee when you want to instead of it dripping. But a lot of men don't regain control. They do not regain control, and you're wearing adult nappies, diapers, like sanitary pads to catch your pee. Once again, they won't tell you all this. They'll make out that it's a wonderful technique, and a lot of men worldwide have had this done, but they won't tell you because they're so embarrassed themselves about it. I've only found one video online which an American chap put down all what I'm saying to you, and it's the truth, and it's the honest, realistic truth, that it's challenging that we as men, we're proud. We're men. We don't want to be wearing sanitary pads and diapers or nappies and things like that. But if you want to live and beat the cancer, as they would say, we are beating cancer, that's one of the options which they'll actually give you. A prostatectomy, cut out your prostate. As I say, the information which I'm giving you now, it's out there on the internet, but it's difficult to find because men are so embarrassed about it themselves. They'll say, yeah, I've beaten cancer, I've had this done, I've had that done. They won't tell you their PSA scores, they won't tell you what stage of cancer they've got, they won't tell you the Gleason scores and stuff like that, and then make out that everything's hunky-dory, that they're doing fine. But they're not, because it's shame and embarrassment. That's what we men have. Women can talk about it with ease. Men aren't. We're proud. We're proud. And that's what sometimes kills us. But at the end of the day, you have to know the pros and cons of what you're signing up for and think about your options. I've known men who have had the prostatectomy and they've regretted it because they've then realised that they haven't regained control of their pee and they're wearing adult nappies, diapers, pads all their lives. Think about it. It's a big step to take. Yes, it may work. There's a good chance that it might not work, but you have to know everything. And the doctors, the oncologists, the staff, they're very reluctant to tell you all this, because at the end of the day, they're trying to save or extend your life, and that's what they call we are beating cancer. Think about it. It's Frankenstein science gone mad. But such is life. At the end of the day, we all have our decisions, and you've got families, and you've got everybody wants to live. I don't want to die. I don't want to die, but I'm not putting myself through something which is detrimental to myself and my body, so that I want a quality of life. I want my bones to be strong. I want to be able to get up in the morning, do as much as I can, and then if I can't do it, I can't do it. But what I'm not going to do is put myself through like a prostatectomy, chemotherapy, ADT therapy, all that destroying and harming my body and my bones, making them brittle so they break. And at the end of the day, I still die of prostate cancer, but I'm dying in agony because all that treatment has damaged me even further. It's a fine balance. But at the end of the day, knowledge is power. You have to have all that information in front of you, the good bits, the bad bits, and make an informed choice yourself. And these doctors, the oncologists, the nursing staff, they don't want to tell you all this, because at the end of the day, I keep saying this and stating it, cancer has become a business. It really has. It is a business. And that's the stark reality today. There's men, women working in this health industry, and they've got big offices, big cars, big salaries. We, as the general public, donate billions. There's so many different cancer charities. You just think about it, the buildings which they have, the medical staff, the salary, all comes from what we donate. And then whatever left from that, that goes into cancer research. It's a lot of money, a hell of a lot of money. And at the end of the day, the gains which they say that they've made, they haven't made it. we're still getting medieval treatment. Radiotherapy, ADT therapy, chemotherapy, prostatectomy, and then when all that fails, what do they do? Cut you up like a piece of meat. Cut you up. That's what they do. And that's what they all call all that what I've just mentioned now. That's what they say. We are beating cancer. But that's life. But all you can do is know the fact. All which I'm telling you is the absolute truth. The information is out there on the internet. It is very difficult to find because, as I said earlier, men, we are proud. We don't like to admit to other men all the embarrassing bits which I've just stated what really happens. But at the end of the day, stay strong. I'll do some more of these videos and I'll give you the absolute truth.